I'm CJ with Starter Builds, and today we're going to be reviewing the Kreg Foreman to see if you should pick one up for your shop on Starter Builds. So after unboxing the Kreg Foreman here, as you can see, a little bit of an upgrade from this version of the Kreg pocket hole jig. I want to note out a few different things here as we're looking about the Foreman here. So the base of it is plastic, this blue part here. You do have the option on these corners here to drill this down into a workstation, or you have the ability to clamp these down too as well. Once you move over to the actual unit, and let me shift over here, a couple things to note out. In terms of storage, you do have liftable storage. So once you lift up here, within here there's actually a slot down in here for storage. So you can store your bits along with your hole sizing jig and so forth. Underneath you have the vacuum component, which looks like mine actually has come off. So I'm going to have to reattach that. Couple other things to note out here. So when you are looking to clamp down your workpiece, you can slide it in here and then use this to clamp down the workpiece. It's got a stop too, so you can stop it. It also has the adjustable fence as well. So you, depending on the thickness, you have the ability to adjust this for 1.5, 3/4, along with a half. And keep in mind that the back portion here, let me take you around here. When you're adjusting the fence here, this is the actual piece that will line up to where you want to set it for the thickness of your material. Okay? This knob on the back here might be a little bit hard to see. This knob on the back here, let me adjust this. This is what actually adjusts the stop collar in tandem with your fence. So let me get a different view here. All right, so we have the adjustable stop collar here on the back. You'll notice that as I go to pull down this, our bit is coming up to the fence there. So if you want to adjust how far that goes, you can use this to adjust it. Along with the fence here, to show you again, these are the locking mechanisms, and then you also have the 1 1/2, the 3/4, along with the 1/2 inch. You're going to use this backside as your guide. So if I wanted to put pocket holes in stock for 3/4 here, I'm going to line that up, lock it in place, do the same on the other side as well. Okay. One other thing that I think is really cool are these in here. So if you did want to leverage something to get a unified approach for your pocket holes, you do have the option to do that as well. So you do have that along with that. So, but yeah, this is the Kreg Foreman. Simple unboxing and review. Super DIY friendly. I think all that's left is to do a pocket hole now. So let's get into it. 1x3. So we'll lock that in place. Pull down on the handle. And we got our pocket hole. Nice and clean right there. All in all, after one project, I can't give it a fair assessment, but I will say it is something, if you have a little bit of extra income, that you probably should pick up. One thing I will say though is if you don't have the disposable income, you could still pick one of these up. I don't know which specific number Kreg jig this is, but I've built close to 90% of my pocket hole projects with this specific jig. And I want to say that one is maybe 50 bucks, 50 or 60 bucks. If you're going to get into more cabinetry work, or even if you're going to be doing maybe more shop projects that require pocket holes, then you probably would be better off picking one of these up. Just to note, you don't need to get these from the big box store either. You could probably find one of these on Facebook Marketplace used, especially since Lowe's discounted them. I would imagine a lot of people panic bought them and ended up buying them and not needing them. So check in your local area, Kreg Foreman. You could probably find a good deal on one on Facebook, but stay tuned throughout the rest of my videos to see me using this in my projects, and we'll see if it's really worth the $200 investment. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stick around for more projects. This is not going to be a review channel, but I do want to start reviewing some of the tools I'm using, as a lot of you have been asking what I think about certain tools. So I've invested a good amount of time, energy, and effort into tools. The right tool for the right job always comes in handy. But comment down below what tool brands you like, what tools you think I should pick up. I'm always looking for new tools to expand my craft. So thanks again. Feel free to hit that subscribe button, give this a like if you liked it, and stay tuned for this video dropping soon. As always, CJ from Sutter Builds. Take care.